Why is it that awakening is so rare, so obscure? Why it only seems to happen to a handful of people? Why isn't it that we can simply pick up a book and learn a little bit about it and maybe go to a retreat and we get it and we experience it and then we move on with our lives and we'll be done with it? Why isn't it this way? The reason might be a lot more simple than you imagine. The reason is simply because we've been told to do all kind of different things other than awakening. We've been told to increase our concentration. We've been told to put our attention on the sensation of the breath, on the nostril. We've been told to do mantra. We've been told to do yoga. We've been trying to quiet the thoughts in our mind. We've been trying to make some pain go away in our body somehow. We've been doing all those other things other than awakening. We've been praying, chanting, we've been hoping, we've been trying to interpret things, all kind of different things other than awakening. So it's like there's dirty dishes in the sink, and instead of washing the dishes, we go and we vacuum the floor, we wash the windows, we do the laundries, we do this and that. We do everything other than washing the dishes. And then we turn around, look at the sink and say, how come the dishes are still dirty? So it's the same with awakening. We've been doing all those different things, but we haven't been awakening. It's not that there's anything wrong with those other things. They all have their own purpose, but it's not waking up. So what can we do about that? We can simply stop doing all those other things and start to wake up. But first, we should know what is waking up. You might have been meditating for many years, been on so many retreats, talked to so many people, read so many books, and still not be clear about what awakening is. What is the dream that ends with awakening? And that's very simple. Awakening is the recognition of the sense of being someone in this moment. So unless your experience is awakened, there is a sense of self, a sense of being somebody in your experience. Becoming aware of that sense is what breaks the illusion of being that sense. That sense of being someone is the dream that ends with awakening. The moment we become aware of the sense of self, the moment the dream of being that sense of self drops. That's all there is to it. This is it. Simply become aware of the sense of being somebody in your experience right now. Meet it. Meet that sense of being somebody. Seeing that sense as one of the elements floating around in reality. Like, where is it? Is your sense of self in your foot? No. Is it in the fridge over there? No. Where is the sense of self? It's somewhere in your experience, so become aware of it and simply be with it. See it. What does it feel like? What does that sense feel like? The sense of being an observer. What does that feel like in your experience? Simply be with that sense. And that's all there is to it. If there's any kind of something that want to get rid of it, that is the ego. That means that you're not really aware of the sense of self. You're aware of like the sadness or anger maybe, and not the sense of self. The sense of self is what want to get rid of stuff. It want to get rid of anger, it want to get rid of sadness, it want to get rid of pain, of disease, of anything. You want to get rid of lack. So if there's any sense of wanting to get rid of the sense of self, that's not being aware of the sense of self. That means you can become aware of the sense of being somebody that want to get rid of something. So become aware of it and see it simply like a cloud. Noticing the sense of self as one of the elements of reality. That sense goes away. And then there's an experience of oneness. Oneness is simply experience without that sense of being a separate self. What's left is oneness. This is what people call awakening or being fully present. So all of those terms point to the same place, point to this oneness, this isness, this emptifulness, this oneness experience. Why one? Because it's no longer two. There's no longer a me and the experience. That sense of being a me was the illusion of being separate from the whole. Once the illusion drops, only the whole remains. Only clarity remains. Only peace remains. Silence remains. Even if there are noise, even if there are sounds, this is only silence. But this is only the beginning of a new journey. That first awakening, the first time the sense of self was seen through and released, might be very significant in one's life, but is also only the beginning of a new journey, the journey of integration. Why? Because the psyche is not made of only one self that you recognize once, that drop once and then you're good to go. It's not like that. The self is actually made up of thousands and thousands of different layers. So each is its own little bubble. Each is its own little world, with its own little context, with its own sense of self, with its own sense of distance, with its own sense of time. So for instance, me and my mom. The moment there's a me and my mom, the moment the relationship, there's a sense of being somebody, and there's a context, and there's an object of attachment for which I have feelings about, I have desires about. I have desire about my mom. I don't want her to be too far away. I don't want her to be sad. I don't want her to be this. I don't want her to be that. So in that little world grow all kind of different desires and different kind of dynamics with the object of attachment. So me and my mom, there's a me, always a me at the center, and something it's attached to. So there's a me and my mom, and there's a sense of space. I'm here and mom is over there. There's a same sense of time. I'm here, where is mom? She wasn't here for like a little while. And that little world will grow over the years. There will be many, many stories adding up to that world. So all kind of different things happen, and I had this desire and that desire, and this didn't work out and that didn't work out. So that's just one world, me and my mom. And then more identity forms as naturally we grow. There's me and my dad, me and my hand, me and my body, me and my brother, me and my friend, me and my toy. Before the baby knew that this toy was desirable, it was just some colors in the background for him. He didn't know about the toy, he didn't care about the toy. But then the moment an attachment grew about the toy, then it was me and my toy, me and my favorite cartoon, me and my thoughts, me and my desire, me and my achievement, me and my life goals, me and my ambitions, me and my failures, me and my this, me and my that. So all of those, me and my trauma, me and my everything that you can think of, every me and my something, me and my dream car that I still don't have, so I don't feel that great about it. Or me and my dream car, which I have, I feel pretty good about it. So every little me will feel some kind of ways about its object of attachment, depending on the context of where the me finds itself in relation to that object of attachment. So this is what the ego is a kind of multiverse of all those different worlds. There's only just one active in the moment. So if right now you are the me that's feeling really bad about losing his job, that you're not the me that would really like to go back to his hometown and meet his friend, or you're not the me that really love this type of movie or that type of music or whatever. In this moment, you fully just the one that's worried about losing his job. And it's the same if suddenly you learn that you have some health condition, then suddenly all of the other me's, they all completely disappear, and suddenly you're just the one that doesn't want something bad to happen to him, the one that doesn't want to die, the one that doesn't want to have to suffer because of some disease. So each and every one of those little worlds are completely independent from each other, yet they all overlap. So me and my favorite car might overlap with me and my mom. Let's say I don't have a lot of money, and then I really want to have my favorite car. So this is one world, right? If there was only one world, then it was a problem, just get the car. But there are other worlds. That's me and my mom. Maybe I want to use that money to help my mom with something. So all those worlds, all those identity inside of us, we kind of battle. Well, I want this, but I want that. But if I get this, then I don't have that. So I'm happy in one sense and I'm disappointed the other. So if I get this, I will feel one way, then I will feel another way. So no matter what we do, we end up very conflicted internally. And this is what the situation is. Once we start to wake up, then it becomes a question of keep waking up over and over and over and over again from all of the identities. And it's not a question of picking and choosing, or I'm going to get rid of all the identities I don't like. I don't like to be shy. I don't like to be this. I don't like to be that. I'm just going to get rid of all of this, right? But it doesn't work this way. We can only wake up from all of them or not. If we don't wake up from all of them, then those that stay will keep on suffering. And it will be a lack of clarity. We will remain as an identity, as an ego, walking in the world, trying to manipulate the world to get the things that it wants. And this leads to suffering. This is suffering. This is a narrowing of the mind. So from oneness, you can see, as oneness, not being anybody, then there's a potential to be anything and anybody. But I don't have to. The ego, the identity, has to be. So the infinite potential narrows down to the one thing. Now I'm just that one thing, and I can't help it, and I suffer because of it. I don't have the thing that I want. I cannot be any other way. I cannot snap out of it. I'm just the one that's unhappy about the thing. And this would kind of fade out, and another identity will come. We become active after a little while, and now, I have to go to work. I don't feel good about that, and I can't help it. I'm stuck in that identity while it's active. I just feel bad about it, okay, and then, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go to work, and now it's gonna be, I hate being stuck in traffic, and now you're the identity of being stuck in the traffic. So the mode of ego is to be one identity after the other. It's a condemnation to that. You're condemned to be that, to be a series of identity, one after the other, all chasing the thing they believe, the desires. And once they achieve the desires, then they are allowed to release. So once the ego that really wanted to get the nice house got it, finally this one can release. But all the other one, because the one that wanted the thing got it, now it release. Now another one will bubble up and take its place. Okay, now it's my turn. Now I don't have that thing. Let's focus on that thing. So you don't get to enjoy the nice house or the nice things that you got for too long. Because another identity will come, all right, now it's my turn. I have many things I don't have that I want. So let's just focus on that. And now as an ego, then you don't have a choice to be whatever identity that pops up, that comes up, that activates. So awakening is simply becoming aware of each and every one of them as they already arose. So we don't want to make them, to summon them. We could. You can summon any identity you want to. You can think about the trauma in your past, for instance, and then suddenly you feel that world as, oh yeah, that guy said this and that, and now you're back in that world. So you summon this identity. And now you can summon a different one. Think about like your best friend that you haven't seen in 20 years, a childhood friend, and now all those thoughts come, oh yeah, we used to do that and this, and all this kind of world come back. It's kind of like a virtual world, and the world come back, and now you're this guy that haven't seen his friend for 20 years. But there's no need to do that. There's only meeting whichever identity is present in this moment. So is your experience awakened? Are you fully awake? No. The answer should be no, unless you know, unless you've just woken up, unless you've been through the integration and all that was pent up, all those identities that were accumulated were all seen through, then your experience is awake. If that's not the case, then the answer to are you awakened would be no. There is an identity, there's a sense of self. It's not a shame to admit that. It's a normal, it's a natural thing. So great. So now let's simply find it in the experience, find that sense of self, and be with it. Meet it. Meet that sense of self. See it. See it as a bundle of sensation, like a cloud floating around in the space, and simply be with it. And together, you and it, you simply seeing reality and back to oneness. And it's just to expect the next bubble will come. The next bubble, oh, I really like to have this kind of thing. I don't have it. Oh, then there's the next thing. There's an identity. I'm stuck in a narrow kind of focus. That means there's an identity. I'm feeling bad about something. That means there's an identity present. So let's become present of it. Let's be with it. Let it unfold and it dissolve. And then there's simply us enjoying your life. And then don't worry about it. The next identity will bubble right up. Will bubble right up. Each and every one of them. There's me and my mom, me and my dad, me and my friend, me and my toy, me and my this, me and my that. There are so many, so you don't have to worry about that. Just be ready to meet them. And this sounds like a chore. This sounds like a chore to the ego. There's so many identities. I don't want to do that. But it's not a chore. It's a reward. The moment you meet the identity that sounds like a chore, you meet it, you be with it, and you see it, then this is the reward. The reward is oneness. The reward is unconditional love, unconditional peace. So this space is unconditionally loving, unconditionally at peace, unconditionally accepting of whatever identity that bubbles up and is seen and is released in this space. And then what's left is simply the experience of oneness. So we can't rush this. We can only meet what is here to be met, one after the other. And I have faith that whatever is here to be met is the right thing for you to meet now, is the only thing for you to meet now. So there's no need to worry about when am I going to be at peace. Simply meet the sense of being somebody that's worry about that. And then you are at peace. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do other than to meet the sense of self that is here right now, that has something, that wants something it doesn't have, that's afraid of something, that's sad about something. The me that's now, that's here now, you want something it doesn't have and feel some way about that. Maybe it doesn't want to die. Maybe it really wants awakening. Maybe it really wants to not have to work anymore. Maybe you really want all kind of different things. They all have their own story. And it's not about dismissing the story, it's about meeting them. Of course you feel this way. Of course, how could you not feel this way? So you acknowledge the story of it, and you simply meet it, and you be like his best friend, like the best mother you could imagine, like a best dad you could imagine, and simply be with that me that's feeling sad about something. Be with him. Just simply accept him, see him, and let it go. Let it be. And that's all there is to do. This is oneness. This is peace. I hope this helped you. I hope this answered your question. I hope that with this, you find oneness. You find peace. You find unconditional love.